Welcome to all our viewers. I'm Chico Garcia.
And I'm Gino Killiamore.
And with us this morning, straight from LA, is international hair and scalp expert, Svenson's chief trichologist, Michael Bernstein. So, good morning, Mr. Bernstein, and glad to have you on the show.
Good to be here. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, so Mr. Bernstein, here's the thing. Is it really that important to, have it diagnosed early and, basically go into preventive maintenance?
Of course it is. Think about it. Why wait until you lose your hair to do anything about it?
That is true.
And now, people are very fortunate. We now know the reason that you lose your hair is the fact that the build-up of testosterone, etc. And so, at Svenson, we can take the necessary steps to prevent you losing your hair, the same way as we work in dentistry. What people don't realize that hair loss is predominantly a young man's problem.
Right.
Because hair loss begins directly after puberty when it's when the male hormone testosterone kicks in. Right. Because one of the main factors of hair loss is testosterone, but it's not testosterone on its own, because then every guy will be bald.
Right.
It's actually the interaction of an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase, which you produce in your prostate gland. This combines with the testosterone to form a very potent anti-androgen called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT for short, which is easier. And what tends to happen is that in this area of the scalp, not at the sides and not at the back, but the scalp is very sensitive to the DHT.
Yeah.
And the DHT binds to the genetic receptor sites and gives the signal to just gradually slow down the hair growth cycle. That's why you don't just wake up one day and you're bald. It's very, it's like, you didn't notice.
Yeah.
It's a gradual thinning, and it gets worse and worse. But unfortunately, with males particularly, once you have lost the hair, you cannot get it back. But we can take the necessary steps because, again, like dentistry, we know what causes it. So we now have certain treatments, such as DHT inhibitors, which tries to block the DHT from building up. We then have other treatments that will coat the genetic receptor sites so the DHT doesn't bind to them.
Yeah. Right. So there you go. That's good news for all the people out there listening who might be suffering from some sort of level of hair loss. And hair loss is preventable. That's the good news. And the first step in early prevention is to see a qualified trichologist at Svenson to have your hair and scalp checked. And they offer free consultations, so what are you guys waiting for? Just call 892-4247, remember that number, and schedule your appointment today. So thank you very much, Mr. Michael Bernstein, for joining us this morning and for enlightening us on what to do when you're starting to suffer from hair loss.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much, guys.